Yes, guys, what's going on? Adam McCullough here. Hope you guys are all doing well. It is Sunday evening. You're getting a little bonus MUFC Transfer Daily Live here on Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McCullough. This is Full Time Devils. This is MUFC Transfer Daily Live. If you don't know, we talk Manchester United transfer news and we try and separate the bullshit from the facts. Yes, that's what we do here on Full Time Devils. We have gone a little bit quiet on the transfer news. I know Jay gave you a bit of an update yesterday, and today, obviously, I'm giving you an update on the news that Alexis Sanchez could be very, very close to a move to Italy. Now, since Jay went live, we've had further reports from out of Italy regarding the player's future, and Alexis Sanchez could be off, and he could be gone by Tuesday. That's what DiMarzio's reporting out in Italy. Let us know what you guys are thinking about all things Alexis Sanchez, all things Manchester United. Could he be teaming up with his old mate Romelu Lukaku at the San Siro? It looks very, very possible at the minute. And I can see you guys in the comments. BR08, Trev, BMW Racing's back. Peter's in the comments. Just Bring It's in the comments. Is that a little tribute to The Rock? We have to keep that overpaid Chilean, says Peter Morris. Sanchez leaving at this time would leave us light in depth, says Paul. And that is something I want to talk about as well tonight, because obviously Alexis Sanchez, he hasn't pulled up trees for United. He hasn't delivered on, the promise that we expected when we brought him to the club. In what was a big money move, despite the fact we didn't pay a transfer fee, we swapped Henrik Mkhitaryan. He's on the biggest wages at the club. He's earning a lot of money at Manchester United, and he hasn't done anything. But Manchester United's squad is quite thin. We're relying on Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, and Mason Greenwood in those striking positions. Could the Chilean provide an option there, or is it best to just cut our ties with him? United would be paying some of his wages if we believe these reports. Now, the reports coming from DiMarzio is that United and Inter have been in discussions about a swap deal, which could see United pay a percentage of his wages, them take him on loan for a season with an option to buy for 15 million euros, and the deal could be done by Tuesday. He could join them and he could be in Inter for medicals and stuff. Now, United paying some of his wages while he plays for another club when we might be light up top seems like a massive, massive risk to me. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Let us know in those comments. But he's not providing anything to the club, is he? He's not providing anything in terms of appearances. Whenever I've discussed Manchester United's squad in previews, in debates, on transfer videos, I often forget he's even here. The other day I was thinking, who's United's number 7? I had to scramble around thinking, oh yeah, it's Alexis Sanchez who's our number 7. So I wouldn't be gutted to see him leave. But the fact that we pay him part of his wages, it's an option to buy, not a guarantee to buy. And, he'd be playing for someone else while we're still paying some. It just seems weird to me, but maybe Alexis Sanchez isn't the right kind of character to keep around the club. Maybe Solskjaer's just thinking, I want to get rid of these kind of players. And that would be something that I would be in favour of. Obviously, we hear rumours from his latter days at Arsenal that his Arsenal teammates were happy to see him leave. They were excited to see him leave. He had become, not very good around the squad. Has he become that around United? I'm not too sure. He had good relationships with Rojo, good relationship with Lukaku. But is he a good influence? We don't know. The fact that United are willing to pay some of his wages to let him go seems that maybe be the case. Save the number 7 for Greenwood, says Ash. Who else has got? Floss says get him out ASAP. Free that number 7 for someone good. Says Jonathan. The number 7 shirt's had a bad time of recent years, hasn't it? Hasn't had many successes at all since Cristiano Ronaldo. You look at it, Michael Owen, Antonio Valencia. Who else had it? Angel Di Maria, Memphis Depay, Alexis Sanchez. The shirt's had a bad time. I used to love a good number 7. Eric Cantona and David Beckham were my favourite players. And now look at the state of it. Bring in the young one, says Floss. Sanchez is overpaid and toxic, says Jason. Is that the case? It seems to be, you know. If United are willing to pay his wages to get him out of here, that seems to be the case. And if United are cleansing the changing room, we're kind of cleansing the team at the moment, which I'm loving seeing. Smalling and Jones and Matic aren't playing. Ashley Young isn't starting. I know they're part of the squad and they will play at some point. But it's great to see us getting rid of those players that we don't want to see starting every week, week in, week out. Is Alexis Sanchez toxic as our mate, who was it? Peter that said it, I think. In the comments, is he as toxic around the changing room as he was at the end of his career at Arsenal? Is he on his way to Inter Milan? Back with his mate, Dragon Ball Z chum, Romelu Lukaku, who apparently is overweight. Who is wearing the number 11 shirt, says Ian McDonald. Oh yeah, Tony Marshall let it go, didn't he? So our 7 and 11 could be free. Chung needs to start. Give Damian number 7, says Tom. I forgot he's at the club as well. He might be another player that heads out before the transfer window is closed. If you're joining us here late on MUFC Transfer Daily Live on Full Time Devils, I'm Adam McCullough. We are talking Alexis Sanchez's future. Reports coming out of Italy that Inter Milan could be set to sign him on loan, and Alexis Sanchez could be in Milan as soon as Tuesday to complete a deal with a loan move with an option to buy for 15 million euros, the reported kind of thing that's about to go down, and United, incredibly, paying some of his wages. Now obviously he's on like 350 basic or 375,000 basic before he gets bonuses at United, so you know it's going to be difficult for people to meet his wage demands. And if United are then paying, I don't know, 100, 150 grand a week for him, you guys have seen it on Football Manager when you give someone a loan and you pay part of their wages. That's the deal what's kind of going down right now. And maybe United think getting him off there, getting half of his wages off his wage bill, getting him out of the club is the best thing for United. Could be the case. I have said I think he's done out here. Now Amar Ziki says Rojo's off to Turkey. An update on the Rojo rumours. Rojo has been linked with a move to Fenerbahce now. It was reported that Rojo was pushing for that move to Fenerbahce, but then reports from out of Turkey were that Fenerbahce weren't interested in him. So it remains to be seen what goes on with Marcos Rojo's future. He was close to a move to Everton on deadline day. That obviously fell through despite the fact he was at Finch Farm, Everton's training ground, ready to sign and all that. That move fell through. And now it looks like Fenerbahce might not be interested in him. If that's the case, is he going to get a buyer? Is he going to go out on loan? What's the situation with Rojo? He played a lot of games in pre-season, so I thought maybe he's battling his way to contention, but maybe that was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer putting him in the shop window. Who knows? Ronan says we should bring back Mickey. We shouldn't bring back Mickey. Forget loan, let him go for good. We don't need him, says Floss. Jess says Chung nowhere near ready to be a consistent starter. Hi Caribbean Gaming. Who else is in the comments? Sanchez will come good. Give him another chance, says Keenan. He is a 20 plus goal per season player. We don't have any dependent goal scorer. Sanchez is a proven goal scorer. Give him another chance. Now, what are your guys' reaction to that? Most of you have all been up for Alexis Sanchez leaving Manchester United, but we've got Keenan here who's saying Sanchez will come good. He's a 20 goal per season striker. Give him a chance. Do we keep Alexis Sanchez as part of the squad? What if we get an injury to Marcus Rashford or Anthony Martial or both? We've then only got Mason Greenwood. Are United happy to go with that? Is Alexis Sanchez that much of a problem that United want to get rid of half of his wages and, you know, just get him out of there rather than have that option if we did get injuries? But that's the talks at the moment. Inter Milan looking at a loan with an option to buy for 15 million euros, and Alexis Sanchez could be an Inter Milan player by Tuesday if things go smoothly. Why doesn't he go to China, says Man City. What about Young, says Nani? Young's not going anywhere, I don't think. When you look at our fullback options, Aaron Wan-Bissaka's obviously first choice, Luke Shaw's first choice at left back. Delo can cover both positions, as can Ashley Young. So it's unlikely that we do see Ashley Young leave. Not in this window anyway. There's been rumours that he could leave next summer. Matic could leave next summer. And then before that, if we let go then of Matic, Young, Smalling, maybe next summer. If Rojo's gone by then, Darmian's gone by then, Sanchez has gone by then, Lukaku's gone by then, we would have seen a whole change in our squad. And that's what I do think with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Whether he's a success or not, like in terms of results, trophies, and longevity in the job, when he leaves, I believe our squad will be in a better position, because I believe he would have weeded out the players that he deems not worthy of playing for Manchester United. Because whether he's a success as a manager or not, that's one thing that he will know. And you look at it, Matic isn't starting no more, Sanchez could be off, Lukaku just pushed aside, heads off to Italy. These things could be happening. And while it might be slower than United fans have expected and wanted, we could be seeing that change in our squad and change in Manchester United happening in front of us. Right, this Bilal fella's going to get blocked out of these comments because he's absolutely ruining it for the rest here. So let me just do that for you right now. Hide user on this channel. There you go, guys, sorted out for you. Big Webby should be number 7, says Ions. Fellaini back to sort out our midfield, says Willem. No, thank you. Burnout says Sanchez and Darmian need to go. Just bring it. Thinks Ollie's getting the dead wood out. Thandy says let him go. Give Ollie a good 5 years of build and we will get results for sure, says Bojan. I don't think any manager gets 5 years to get results. Slow and steady was what we need perhaps, says Governor. Said Ali, how you doing, mate? What were you all saying when you done that swap deal, says Otis. I know, mate. These things happen to football fans though. Use like we're boasting when you got Welbeck, and look at him. He was struggling to find a club this summer. We were hyping it when we got Angel Di Maria, Falcao, Alexis Sanchez, and they've not paid dividends at all. It hasn't looked good. That's the life of being a football fan, whether you support United or any other team. Give Timbo the number 7, says Ronan. I can't see that happening. Loving Garner is tearing it up so far, says Jonathan. He is looking very good. Young Jones Smalling to the reserve, says Paul. He's only here for money. Get him out, says Big Miz. Adam says get to bed, it's a school night. Good point, to be fair. But we're going to be here for at least another 10 minutes talking Manchester United transfer news. Seeing as we haven't done one of these streams in a while, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it here on Full Time Devils. We've got almost 1,000 people watching. You guys deserve a good show. You guys can get involved here in MUFC Transfer Daily Live. Even if you've got some other questions or comments as well on Manchester United, get them in for me. We're here to talk Alexis Sanchez, but I might add a few answers in if you've got some other questions. Sanchez goes. We're going to see a lot of Gomez, Greenwood and Chong, says Doug A. Who is our number 7 at the moment, says Governor Bandicoot. It is Alexis at the moment. Watching Maddison today, I know he missed an absolute sitter and he needs to get a little bit more clinical. But I was sat there thinking Sancho and Maddison next summer would be pretty good, wouldn't it? A backup striker, and if Mason, needs a little bit of help in terms of his development, and would be nice. Some competition at left back. Predictions for tomorrow night, says Lauren. I think United might get a win tomorrow night against Wolves. But if you want to see my full prediction and full preview, go over to the preview on this channel when we're finished. Wolves United preview. There with myself. Who was it? Myself, Steve, Gaz, and Angelina, I think it was. What do you think Wilfred Ndidi's game, says Nitesh? Obviously made a mistake for the goal, but scored a fantastic bullet header. Boot Sanchez out, says Alien. Andy, thank you for the comment, mate. Any news on the football director, says Asif. Ed Woodward's still briefing on that one, but he's got nowhere. He's been briefing for about 24 months about getting a technical director. He's a bell end. Madison greater than Dele Ali, says Heron. And Didi looked good great in the second half. Timbo can play at DM, says Blade. He can do. We got to see him get fit. I seen him post the picture of him in his new United kit the other day, which I loved. Big fan of Timbo. but he needs to get fit, needs to get firing before he can offer anything to Manchester United. And you guys can help us out here on Full Time Devils as well by hitting that like button on the stream. Can we get to 500 likes while we're here live? Get hitting that like button, get subscribing if you're not already subscribed as well to the channel. Full Time Devils. What happened to Rachel's? I'm not sure, you know. Hopefully she'll be back on soon. Bring Chong in. Got 100 shares on Football Index, says Stavros. Madison Sancho on a CM next season, says Denoy. Lads, things are looking better already. Trust our legend. He knows the club through and through, says MB Yahoo. On the night when we've got news coming through that Alexis Sanchez could be very, very close to moving to Inter Milan on a loan move with an option to buy for 15 million euros, which might cover the percentage of his wages that we're still paying while he's on loan at Inter Milan, I'd imagine. United are probably thinking, can we get rid of him, pay part of his wages, get that fee in at the end of the year to cover his wages that we've paid, and then we've got him off our books for good. Maybe that's what United are trying to do. Should we keep him? Are we going to be a little bit thin up top? We should get rid of the number 7. It's a curse. Pogba handy transfer request. Pogba cannot hand in a transfer request this summer. I imagine he'll leave next summer, but we can't see Paul Pogba leaving this summer. It'd be dangerous, be absolutely dangerous. Happy birthday to... His name's Ass on here, you know, and he wants me to give him a shout out on his birthday. I did, but what am I supposed to say? Happy birthday, Ass. Come on, bro. Keep him till January, says Carl. Second person I've seen that says keep him. He's just saying keep him till January. The other one was saying give him a chance. He could still score 20 goals this season. I'm saying I think Alexis Sanchez is done out here. And while I'm a little bit concerned about the fact that Manchester United would be a little bit thin up top, we'd be relying on Greenwood if we had any injuries to Martial or Rashford, I'm pretty much not concerned about Alexis Sanchez and his future, whether that's away from Man United or not. You know, if he stayed, I'd hope deep down that something would come good, but I wouldn't expect it, and I'm not expecting it at all. Maybe he needs a fresh start. Maybe he needs a fresh league. Maybe he's just burnt out and the Premier League's not for him no more. Because he's a player that plays with a lot of energy, a lot of bursts, a lot of speed, a lot of intensity. And we saw it with Wayne Rooney. Your decline can happen very quickly. And he's not like Wayne Rooney where he's got a little bit more about him in his brain and he can probably drop off a little bit deeper and pull strings. He can't keep possession. So maybe it's time for him to do one. I'm not sure. But let us know what you guys are thinking in the comments. Sanchez is done for good, says Flash. He's done out here, says Billy. Sanchez is finished, says Cameron. Fayez agrees. And Sahil, third one, says he should stay at United. Zayn, I love you, mate. Thank you very much. No to Depay. We should never go back to an ex. You always get caught out, says Ian McDonald, with some words of wisdom on this Sunday evening. Guys, thank you for tuning into Full Time Devils. I have been Adam McCullough. You guys have been legends. MUFC Transfer Daily Live has been absolutely popping, and Alexis Sanchez could be an Inter Milan player by Tuesday. Let us know what your thoughts are on the reports in the comments below. Keep it locked to Full Time Devils. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. And for now, I've been Adam McCullough. I'm out of here. Good night.